live from the studios of Real Life Matters with your incredible host, DBoss, as she brings you entertainment, fashion, music, and interviews right here live at Real Life Matters. And here we go. Sit back and relax, cause we good to go. And we about to hit you off with the TV show. And we keeping it live, and we keep it brand new. And now we about to hit you with the interview. Yeah, we keeping it real, and we put it on the platter. What we talking about? Real Life Matters. Certified, never taking a loss. And here's your host, DBoss.
Welcome, 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 everybody, to another great episode of Real Life Matters. And of course, I am your host, DBoss, and I'm just hoping that everybody's been able to do everything that they need to do, because they know 6 months into the year and everybody gets geared up, you know, for the next year. So we just I'm just hoping that everybody's fulfilling all the dreams that they need to and do all the things that they need to do. And also, I just hope that everybody's also not forgetting to do their 15 minutes or more of their laughing tips, which is good for your soul, your body. Everybody can do it. And it's also for your abs. But of course, if you don't go to the gym, you know, you still have to go to the gym if you have a little bit more abs than others. So just keep that up. And everybody said they've been still keeping it up. That releases all those bad endorphins. Okay, but today I got a special guest on here for you. And he is a singer, a rapper, a choreographer, a film producer. He's done so much things, and he's not underrated, but you know, he's overrated because he does so many things. So today we're going to dissect him down, and we're going to find out all the wonderful things he's done, all the things that he wish he could have did if he knew now or back then. So with no further ado, I introduce to you legendary Big Ace the King.
Wow. Thank you so much for that introduction. That was awesome.
All right.
Thank you.
All right. I just want to, tell everybody, our culture here, where you come from and what's your background.
I come from a background of music. I'm an entertainer. I've been performing since I was 5 years old. I'm from Boston, Massachusetts, raised up in Roxbury. And I come from the background of the groups like New Edition, New Kids on the Block, Marky Mark and the Funky Bunch. I choreographed all the groups in Boston, all the successful acts. I was a young star at a young age, you know, opening up for all the big bands that came to Boston. And I got to experience what it's like to open up for acts like Run DMC, LL Cool J, Houdini, UTFO, Sugar Hill Gang, all the great legends in the past that actually began the pioneering of hip hop.
Okay. All right. So when did you know that you were going to be famous?
I never looked at myself to be famous, but I felt that I made a mark when my group reached #1 on the Billboard chart. When we released the song Good Vibration and went #1 in the world, and we started winning awards for best act, best dance act. That's when I knew we made it, you know.
Okay. And how did you come up with Big Ace the King?
Big Ace was always my name, is because I was, you know, always Anthony, Big Anthony, you know. I have had a love for chess, and I started, calling myself King. So then I just added Big Ace the King because I love playing chess, and I love always winning in chess. That's like my #1 thing, is to win. But you don't win all the time, but it's a good feeling when you win because it's a game of strategy, and you know, you have to strategically move your players to win.
All right. So who do you like to work with that you worked with? in the industry?
Because I love working with Mark Wahlberg. Mark Wahlberg is a great actor, and he introduced me to so many other actors. Like my favorite is Kevin Hart. You know, Kevin Hart is one of the great guys, and you know, Mark actually was one of my favorite actors. But this movie that he just did, by any means, the actor Yaya was so incredible and just a solid guy. So I really enjoyed working with him. I loved working with the director. You know, the director was amazing. That's, you know, just incredible, incredible production.
Okay, and so what's the name of the production that you just worked with?
It's called By Any Means.
Okay,
And that's
all
a
right.
story about, based on a true story about when people were fighting to get voting rights. And the Ku Klux Klan was murdering people murdering activists for trying to stand up for their voting rights.
Wow.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's intense. And Mark plays a character by the name of Scarpa. And wow, what a dynamic performance. I think this is Oscar winning for sure. Oscar
Okay.
winning performance.
All right. So, well, you've worked with so many people. You named off a big roster and stuff. So you also do choreograph stuff for New Edition. You told me that off air. And who else have you choreographed stuff and dance moves and
I
all that?
worked with um, I worked with the Funk Effects at the beginning. David Vaughn taught me dance choreography, and I worked with all the bands in Boston, all the R&B bands, like Classic Example, Perfect Gentleman. I worked closely with New Kids on the Block, and I helped develop Marky Mark and the Funky Bunch. But we were break dancers too, so I helped influence all the break dancing. You know, there was all the breakdancers were coming to me with linoleum at the beginning ages of hip hop, coming to my house. My mom was like, "Yo, there's a group of guys outside there. I think they want to beat you up." I was like, I look out the window. I'm like, "Oh, okay, I see what it is. The breakdance crew." So I'd go out there, and my mom would be scared, but then she would see that it was all love, you know, and it's just dance, you know. But we were really working hard way back then. I worked with closely with the Floor Lords, and man, we had some great battles. Wow, a lot of scrapes too. Like we broke out. Like at the beginning stages, we were learning how to windmill, so we were tearing the skin off our shoulders trying to learn that on the concrete. But you know, we became really good at it.
And so you said you worked with Houdini and Run DMC.
Yeah, and I got to work with a lot of film industry people too. You know, I started
Okay.
choreographing for films like Ted. I choreographed for Central Intelligence. I worked with The Rock, and while I was traveling during my tours, I worked with Genuine, and you know, I tried to mentor a lot of groups along the way, like Immature. I got to talk with Monica, and you know, there were some great legends like Mary J. Blige too. You know, yeah, Mary J. Blige was working with me and the Funky Bunch when we first started. So, you know, we were on tour together, you know, when we first
Okay.
started. I always believed in her and was like, Mary, you're going to be big one day. And wow, I can't believe what she's done. Incredible, you know. You
Wow.
never know
So
what people
you've
can
worked.
do, you know? You never know.
All right. So you have worked with all these people and did collaborations and stuff. So do you play any instruments or anything?
Yeah, I love music. Like I said, I work closely with Maurice Starr. He was a producer of New Kids and New Edition when they first started, and him and his brothers, actually, the Johnson crew, I would go to the House of Hits, and they had a big music room with full of instruments, and I would just go in there, and they would, I was fascinated with instruments, and they would teach me how to play every instrument. Like the Johnson crew was just amazing. They were like the most talented people I ever met. You know, the most talented musicians, and they were just incredible. You know, that's how I learned how to produce music. I used to sit in the studio with Maurice Starr and watch him work with New Edition, New Kids on the Block, and all his individual projects that he was working on. You know, he had so many different groups that he worked on in Boston. And I was lucky to be able to sit there and watch him, you know, so I learned how to become a producer through that.
Wow. So if you have more, because you work with almost a lot of people. So if you had the opportunity to work with and do a collaboration with somebody in the music, I'll let you answer for acting, somebody in music, which 3 people would you select that you haven't worked with, that you were, like you say, you know what, I want to do a collaboration or something with this person?
You know, it's funny you say that because I was one of the finalists in the Hollywood Talent Night, right? And I beat everybody in New England a couple of times. It wasn't my first, like, I won like the Hollywood Talent Night. I beat New England a couple of times, you know, and I was crowned the best entertainer of New England back in the 80s, right? So I always want to, you know, work with New Edition. You know, Maurice Starr had put me and them together, but I was in the Funk Effects and I was a B-boy and I just wasn't really comfortable leaving them. They made a big made it a big problem. Like I kept trying to leave because I was very close with Bobby Brown and Ralph Tresvant and Ricky Bell, and me and Bobby was so close, and the management would just like my management was like, no, you can't leave us and be with them. I was like, wow, and I was with the Funk Effect since I was 5 years old, but you know, as I watched them grow, I always wish that I was in that position, but I'm thankful that I let Ronnie be in that position. Ronnie actually became the fifth New Edition after I wasn't, I wasn't really a singer, so I couldn't really be a part of New Edition, and it would have been injustice to them. But I really wanted to be. I really, really wanted to be. And later on in life, I said to myself, I would love to work with Ricky Bell, Ralph Tresvant, and Bobby Brown again. 'Cause those were my guys.
Okay. So those are the people. So which women? You gotta name a woman now. I'll give you 2.
I would say Pepper from Salt and Pepper, because
Mm-hmm.
I was on tour with them in the early beginning ages of my career, and I just like her vibe, and Salt and Pepper, they're just amazing to me, and Meg Thee Stallion, because I think that she's just amazing artist too, you know.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So now you're acting. Smile, smile, smile. Now you're acting. What would you now which 3 would you like to work with or star in?
I would love to work with Holly Berry. Like I worked with her, and she's so talented. I was like, my God, I would love to do a film with Holly Berry. You know, and Gorilla, I think, and Lotto. I think those 3. I think a
Okay.
combination of them 3 would be really cool.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we know, like, you do the start. Yeah, your style of music is R&B, rap, soul. If I'm correct.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. And so, what would you like to do? What would you like to do with somebody that that you? Let me see. Would you be interested in doing a genre of music with like Afro beats? Afro beats or soca or things like that. Oh, seems like
Are you there?
he's in that. Yeah, I am here. I
Sorry
knew
about
we were
that.
there, but maybe the camera. But that's okay. He had a blackout moment to think. So
It's okay.
so who so like would you like to branch out into like you don't have to change your style because a lot of people, a lot of calypso artists, you do something with them, or would you like to do something with Afro beats or reggaeton, things like that? Would you be open to do stuff like that?
Of course, I love being creative, so, when I hear a good idea or if I'm working with someone that has a good idea, I just want to elevate it to the highest level, you know. And I
Yeah.
love the creative process. I love seeing people's creative process and helping, artists develop so that they can, develop their art a little further. I just want to push the culture, as far as I can push it, you know, and help people that are working on their craft.
Okay. Well, if people get you, they're getting everything. You can put you can sing with them, or you can rap with them, or whatever you want, and then you can put the whole skit together.
Oh yeah, yeah. I love the whole creative process. I love writing. I've directed a couple of films. I love, editing. I love putting the films together. I love creating a dialogue, creating the plot points. I love everything about filmmaking. I'm a film fanatic. Oh my God, I love all the actors, directors, producers, and writers. Like I'm such a fan of everybody. Oh my God, I am such a fan. Like. I go crazy when I go to Hollywood. I become a big fan of everyone. I can't help it. Even my friends, like Mark is like my best friend. Mark Wahlberg, like, is my best friend. That's crazy, right?
Wow.
But I am such a fan. Like, love watching him on. I love watching him do his thing. I hate when I'm not there, but I gotta be with my family and everything. So I gotta spend time with everybody. So, but I love watching the best do their thing. And thank God I was fortunate enough to watch the best of the best, A-list actors work together and working with me. I'm like, I can't believe that I've done so many movies and got to work with all these great people. God is good.
All right. So tell us about this Big A story film.
Big A's story is basically my journey of um, entertainment, because I was, when I started doing entertainment, it started as a dream. And when I woke up from the dream, I started watching Soul Train and all the legendary greats like James Brown and Jackson Five, all the Motown greats, Smokey Robinson, Temptations, Four Tops. I was just fascinated by them, and I was like, I want to be like in that. I want to be on that realm with them, but I didn't know how I was going to do it. And then, my cousin was in a group called Body Construction. They performed at my elementary school, and
Okay.
I was like blown away by how all the people in my class went crazy. I mean, they lost their mind. They had such a good time. I wanted to give people that feeling. I was like, wow, I love seeing people happy. I love making people feel like, they're having a good time. So I want to be a part of that. And the next couple of days, I worked hard on trying to get my cousin to teach me the steps, and then he actually showed me the routines. I learned them, and I auditioned. I got in the group, and we just been rocking out ever since. Like we changed from body construction to the funk effects, and then the funk effects just wow, we did some miraculous things. We opened up for all the groups in Boston. We did the Jerry Lewis Telethon, Dance Fever, Soul Train, Apollo. We just, and we're still, together doing a lot of great things. Um, we got citations from the state of Massachusetts, State Senate as legendary pioneers of hip hop in Boston. I'm really, really thankful that, we got acknowledged for that because we put a lot of time in to help other artists develop. And, I just love pushing this culture because I think there's a certain intelligence with hip hop, that people can use to better the world and better communications with each other.
That's wonderful. Okay. All right. So we'll see that. We'll see that. Everybody will see that right in this actual thing. You'll see it momentarily. Okay.
They thought we were just kids, just dancers. But what we were building was a movement. It was the beginning of a legacy.
What do you prefer to be called, man?
Andy is my family name,
Right.
but I am Ace.
Ace, you prefer Ace. All right, we'll call you
Ace is just short for Anthony's Creative Entertainment.
Okay, I like it.
Me and Andy used to do flips after school at the Harlem.
From Roxbury blocks to international stages, I kept my people with me every step of the way. Behind the scenes, there was always a battle, but there was always family, love, and a fight to survive. I just can't help but to be real. This isn't just my story, it's ours. A story for anyone who has ever had to fight for their name, their art, their family. A king always rises. Everybody has a story to tell. And this one's mine. This is the Big A story.
We about to get all the way turned up. Ain't nobody playing, boy, we put that work up. Roll up on your set, on a global jet. Diamonds around my neck, flexing a nice Rolex.
All right, so now tell us about some of your music.
I've released a 15-track album called The Throne of Grace. It's produced by me and my brother Ross Fiery, from Canada, and it's a 15-track hip-hop album basically describing, my life growing up from Boston and being able to travel around the world, get an opportunity to inspire people and make a difference. And I think that's what my purpose was. And it's a spiritual journey also because I believe in God. And I believe that God had put me on this mission to entertain and help people have a good time and bring people together,
Okay, so the song that you produced with, you said Throne of Grace is an album, right?
Yes.
So what song did you produce with on the Throne of Grace with Ross Fiery?
The first song that we released is called I Am. And it's basically talking about how I am who I am and I won't stop. I will keep moving forward, and just believing in yourself, having the faith that you can do what you set your mind to do,
Okay.
like you're the light. So I basically am just kind of uplifting everyone to believe that, you can do what you set your mind to do. As long as you believe it, you can do it.
I am the light. I am the way. I am the light. You want it? I got it. You with it? Come get it. You want it? I got it. You with it? Come get it. You want it? I got it. You with it? Come get it. You want it? I got it. You with it? Let's get it. You want it? I got it. You with it? Come get it. You want it? I got it. You with it? Let's get it. You want it? I got it. You with it? Come get it. You want it? I got it. You with it? Let's get it. I am the one. I am the gate. So if you were here to step out of my space, all of my soldiers eliminate waste. In any case, prosperity lace this track for ace. Now we just grinding and we on our way. We grinding away cause we here to stay. I'm grinding away cause I'm here to stay. I got it, you with it, come get it. You want it, I got it, you with it, let's get it. You want it, I got it, you with it, come get it. You want it, I got it, you with it, let's get it. I am the rock, I am the wave. I'm the holy son that they enslaved. I am the giant that slept in the cave. I'm someone you don't want to enrage. I'm the lion let out of the cage from shackles and chains. You know the name, big as the king. This ain't a game, so many thanking God, but they ain't praying. My advice to you to stay in your lane, that hide the truth. You know what I'm saying? Following them will make you insane. Mind your business, stay out the way. Make your whole lifestyle calm and plain. Relax and tame, avoid the negative things that shine like blingity bling bling. I'm doing my thing. You want it? I got it. You with it? Come get it. You want it? I got it. You with it? Let's get it. You want it? I got it. You with it? Come get it. You want it? I got it. You with it? Let's get it. I'm the light. I'm the vest. I'm the homeless one that they oppress. I'm the poor people that I confess. I'm the one who won't settle for less. You know how we do, straight up the nest. 24/7 with no rest. North, east, south, west. Country to country and world quest. Fly as a kite. Oh yes, I'ma go hard as hell. No quest. I ride to be like a road test. Aim for the sky cause I'm so blessed. Ready, set, slid to the top. You already know that I don't stop. I'm the one who came back in the game because I'm in love with hip hop. You want it? I got it. You with it? Come get it. Yeah. You want it? I got it. You with it? Let's get it. You want it? I got it. You with it? Come get it. You want it? I got it. You with it? Let's get it. I got 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 it. I like it. I got it. I got it. I got it. I like it. I got it. I got it. I got it. With Boston, you know just the way I got it. LA, you know just the way I got it. Atlanta, you know just the way I got it. Miami, you know just the way I got it. Toronto, you know just the way I got it. Las Vegas, you know just the way I got it. Idaho, you know just the way I got it. Mexico, you know just the way I got it. We do it real big, my team stay celebrating. We always rise to the top, we legends in the making. The man in the mirror is the only competition. So we flip it how we get it, switch up on how we hit it, pick up on how we live it, erupt every minute, threes up in every city. You want it? Come get it. I got it, 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 I got it. You want it? I got it. You with it? Come get it. Yeah. You want it? I got it. You with it? Let's get it. I'm the light. I got it. You with it? Come get it. I'm the way. I got it. You with it? Let's get it. Paris, you know just the way I got it. Berlin, you know just the way I got it. London, you know just the way I got it. And now you all know just the way I got it.
Okay. All right. So your stories. Okay, I have your story. Now, what's the next? What's your big album that is on this now?
Well, right now, I just released I Am Hip Hop and So High, and that's a collaboration. It's a 2-track collaboration with Ross Fari. So High.
So all of them, all of these ones were collaboration with Ross Fari. So yes. I am hip hop and So High.
Yes, my whole album is a collaboration with Ross Fari, the most incredible producer from Canada. Yes.
Okay. Okay.
Yes. I heard Ross Fari's beats and it just brought out a different style of MCing for me, and I appreciate him so much. And you got to check his music out. He's an incredible artist. Not only is he a hip hop artist, he's a writer, and he's also a director also.
You got me so high, I could touch the sky, I could fly. You make me feel so good. You got me so high, nothing so well makes me feel the way you do. I could touch the sky, it's like we're levitating. I could fly, baby, you got me so high, got me so high. I could touch the sky, I could fly. so I admit it, I'm addicted to her taste. I fall in love every time I see her face, and she always down with Ace when it's time to ride. We always see eye to eye, she even do or die. She take her clothes off when I get her wet and soft. I look her down, time to set it off. Then I break her up, lace her up, roll her up, what? Man, my lady's by my side, you know I blaze her up. So come on round if you down to blaze a pound, cause that's the way we do it when I'm rolling through your town. Cause I like having fun, she likes stacking fun, so I inhale her deep inside of my lungs to make us one. She with Big Ace, bonded together in time and space, but she always vanishes into the air without a trace. Throughout the universe, she disappears just like a cloud of smoke. Man, anyone would agree, my lady's dope. You got me so high, oh my God, I feel like I'm levitating. I could fly, baby, you got me so high, I can't feel the ground. I could touch the sky, I could fly. Baby, you got me so much class and style, you make me smile, love. You never lied to me, wear it tight like a glove. My loyalty's to you because you're royalty to me. Forever we'll last together in eternity. And every day our love grow like buds, reach the skies above. You the bomb, girl, show me mad love. Even shed blood, sticky's green from the start. Now I'm red-eyed, busting shots, aiming for your heart. It ripped my soul apart whenever she away from me, because it's only one thing that I need. She hold the seat, even if I'm hitting on other chicks and getting crazy. She never played me, that's why she always treated like a lady. It's simple too, I'm your king, you my boo. You hold it down for me and I'ma always do for you. That's why I break her up, lace her up, roll her up, what? I'll never get enough of her stuff, baby, you got me so high. You got me so high, I could touch the sky, I could fly. You got me so high, you got me so high, I could touch the sky, I could fly. Baby, you got me so high, you got me so high, I could touch the sky, I could fly. Baby, you got me so high, you got me so high, I could touch the sky, I could fly. Baby, you got me so high.
When it comes to cannabis, dodge with the go-getter. Me link to the link, marijuana we get a lot of. The speed of consciousness, yo chatter. Them a watch we through the satellite, behave yourself, NASA. Them mount a high grade, we born vendetta. My team pan top, them a trendsetter. We have to change the world and make things better. Fire rip on me shoes, pan me pants, pan me sweater. Writing contents like me writing letters. Boiling marijuana like me a drink bitters. You know me never give up because me no quitter. Work the F45 because we have to get fitter. Take a blaze off this spliff, because you know we have to take a lift.
Baby, you got me so
the cure for cancer, ganja, we give. From reality, me just not drift. That's why we staying with the cannabis. Give me the weed, that's the good high grade. People never frightened, fi burn it everywhere. Them light it in the parliament, them light it in the square.
You got me so high, I could touch the sky, I could fly. Baby, you got me so high, got me so high, I could touch the sky, I could fly. Baby, you got me so high.
Okay. So what movies have you acted in?
I've been in like over 50 projects. You can catch me in the movie The Fighter, Uncharted, Planet of the Apes, Central Intelligence, and Broken City. Yeah,
Okay.
those. Yeah, I've been in so many films, and I'm just thankful. I'm very, very thankful that I got to, act, because I've been doing movies. I mean, I've been doing plays since I was in elementary school. I was in all these little Santa Claus plays, and then I did. Um,
You little Santa Claus plays, these
I
little
did.
Santa Claus.
Look, look, no, I was so serious about my role. I was trying to get the the number one elf role, but I didn't get that role. I got I got a regular elf role. But I was like, one day I'm gonna get a main role, and I'm still trying to get a main role. I'm still trying, but the passion never left me, and that's why I've been able to do so many different roles, because I just love acting. So I just put myself out there. I think as an actor, you have to be selfless, not, think of yourself, but just be outside of yourself, looking in, like you step outside and look in, and you can put yourself in the character and be yourself also. Select
Okay.
a great balance actors have.
That's, all right. So what song do you like when you're performing? And what song do you like to perform to the audience, and why?
I love Brotherly Love. My song Brotherly Love is my cry to humanity, to better humanity. And I'm very sensitive about that because, no one lives forever, and we have to better the world for the future generations to come. I'm a person of love and justice and upholding, you know, beauty in the world. We have so many things to be thankful for. We should work hard to maintain those things and keep respect, for one another as, a number one rule. So those are the things that I believe in.
Okay.
So brotherly love is all about that. And then I have I am is also, telling a lot about, you have to, stay strong and stay committed to who you are. Don't change, and you'll be okay. Believe in yourself, believe in what you stand for. A lot of people get in the industry and they don't feel like they're enough, but your individual self is enough. You can do amazing things by just believing in yourself and putting yourself forward, putting your ideas forward. So that's what
Right.
I am. Is just I am who I am, and I believe in myself.
All right.
Yeah.
So what do there's something like, okay, back then you did stuff. So what would you, if you knew now, what would you change if you knew like back then? What something that's, maybe your management style, maybe something like that. What would you do now if you knew back then that you would have did, and maybe you could have propelled yourself further?
Yeah, what I had left the funk effects when I was a young guy trying to find my way, and I just did Dance Fever, and I seen New Edition excelling and New Kids on the Block excelling. I was like, what am I doing wrong? Because I taught both those acts, but I felt like I didn't have the right management. And that's why I left my management to try to find better management. But I never linked up with the right person. And I think, if I had the right person, then things would be a lot better today. But, you know, I'm not complaining, but
No,
if I,
no, but it's something maybe you said, if you were thinking today, what you would have done differently today if you knew back then.
yeah, I
So I
would have
guess again,
definitely got a stronger management,
okay.
because I was the most talented guy. I should have had a stronger management. And I would have left, I wouldn't have left, I would have stayed in New Edition. But, if I would have stayed in New Edition, that would have meant there would have never been a Ronnie DeVoe. So, things happen for a reason, right? I'm just saying. And Ronnie's mother actually asked me to teach him how to dance so he could be in the group after she found out that my my group was so against me being in New Edition, and she overheard me telling my moms I'm not gonna be in New Edition. So she made me teach him. She's like, "You're gonna teach Ronnie," and Ronnie, that's my boy. Me and him grew up together. We all grew up together. It's so crazy how small Boston is.
So what would you tell somebody that's getting in the game as a new person and a new artist. So what would you like, how would you advise, what would you say to them, somebody, if they were coming in and they said, well, hi, Big Ace the King, how do I be like you? How do I be like you? I want to be like you. So what would you advise somebody?
Wow. I would say, trust in yourself and what you believe in. And like God gives you a vision. You have to have faith in that vision and work hard to make it come true, and believe in yourself, believe in God, believe in what visions God gives you, and try to develop them as hard as you can, and you become who you want to become. I truly believe that. God doesn't make mistakes, and He'll give you a blueprint. You just have to follow it. Like some people see the blueprint and they don't follow it and they fail in life. But if you follow the blueprint and you have faith in God, you'll be all right.
And a lot of people, they always say the artists they're not humble. They don't have any humility. Some of them don't like to listen. So how do you deal with that when they don't want to listen?
You have to work on your ego, because, within anything, when you have access to a lot, your ego grows, and you have to keep your ego in check and realize you're not as big as your ego can make you think you are. We're just all small insects on Earth. So you have to keep that in mind. Even though we're great, great people and we do great things, you have to just be humble and, count your blessings, because no one's promised a day.
Okay. So when would you know, when you say, you know what, I'm happy where I'm at, and I'm just going to sit back now and just take it all in? So when would you, or what do you like, what do you want to keep doing that, and then you say, you know what, I'm good? What?
As long as I can create, I'm going to create. I'll never stop. It's a part of me. It's in my DNA to create. I think that's one of the things that God has gifted me with, the power of creation. And I see how it can help people. So, and, I just love being a part of the creative process too. So I love working with different artists and hearing their style and getting their vibe. So I'll always be doing what I do, you know, until I can't do it.
So what would you do? It's, because a lot of people suffer like mental health breakdowns and stuff. And I guess, you work with so many people, sometimes they may, just have a breakdown. So do you help people with that? A lot of people come to you with those types of issues?
I actually have a program that's called the Sober for Life Family, and it helps people that are dealing with recovery, going through on their road to recovery, and trying to stay in their sobriety. So it's an online chat line that we have. We communicate daily, so you know that you're never alone. And if you ever want to talk to anyone, you can always reach out to me. I'm not that hard to find. I'm not that hard to reach.
Okay. All right. So in your whole legendary journey, who would you like to shout out that's helped you along the way?
I like to thank David Vaughn. David Vaughn, he was my ex-manager. He'd done a lot for not just me, New Edition, New Kids on the Block, all the groups in Boston. He was my mentor, and I owe him like so much. I wish that I could give him the world. He's been there for me and our whole entire city. You know, he's put on the greatest shows. I learned everything from him. So if there's anyone I could do something to pay homage to, it'd be David Bond.
Okay. All
Yeah.
right. Okay. So one last question. What do people assume that you are and they don't know and it's not true? What's something about you that people don't know about you, but they assume maybe the wrong
Um,
thing?
I think people assume that I'm a real wild guy. And I'm just so far from wild. Like I live this real quiet life, and I'm with my grandkids all the time. You know, like, and they think that I'm like around a bunch of girls all the time, and it's just me and the kids and my family. You know, and sometimes
Well,
it's just me
but
by
that's what people,
myself.
but now they're hearing it live from you that it's not true, what they're thinking, because a lot of people make assumptions and it's like, no, that's not me, that's not that's not
Yeah.
what I'm about.
Yeah, and I'm alone a lot, you know. I have a lot of friends that, I keep in touch with. I call them up and everything, but I'm always alone. I'm by myself, and I have to be because I'm very creative, so I create a lot. I need a lot of quiet time so I can process my thoughts, get all my photos and videos organized, and that takes a lot because I've been doing it by myself. But one day I'm gonna have a crew of people that will help me. But I don't mind doing it alone because I know that's the way I'm gonna get it done right. You know, sometimes if you want things done right, you gotta do it yourself. You know.
Yeah. Well, you got to be able to pass on the craft too. So, if
Oh yeah.
somebody's got to learn, you got to pass the baton on for
Well,
somebody else
speaking of
to
that,
learn.
my son is amazing, Anthony. Ant Thomas is his name. You can Google Ant Thomas. He's he's everything I want to be. My son. I tell you, he's amazing. He produced his own music video, and he produced a bunch of music videos. He produced a short film, and his stuff is top quality. And he's been an activist for the city of Boston. He's worked with so many great artists too. He's actually a new pioneer of hip hop in Boston, and him and his partners, they're creating a new wave in Boston.
Okay.
Yeah,
So,
and my youngest son also, my youngest son
okay.
Tony. We all did a song together, and that's going to be coming up in the future too, like the projects that I did with my sons.
Well, you're going to come back, because I'm telling you, it's just been so much, so much. It's a lot to intake for a lot of people who don't know, because, you're behind the scenes, you're in front of the scenes, you're all over in everything. You're in everything, but a lot of people don't know what you're in, but now they know what you're doing and what you're into and what you're not into.
Yes. Oh,
I got there, but yes, I did get it all out in one shot. All right.
yeah.
So if people if people want to follow you on your social medias or reach out to you or book you, where can they find you?
Big Ace the King at gmail.com is my email, and Big Ace Productions at gmail.com, and that's spelled with a Z instead of an S at the end of productions.
Okay.
And you can go to my YouTube to see all the Big Ace Productions at Big Ace Productions. And I and I also have a, a docu series called Ace Adventures, and that's documenting all my adventures that I've done traveling in like 40 different countries and interviewing all these different artists, and just showing a lot of the hot spots and what people are into, and just really trying to highlight some of the new artists also, because
Okay.
there's a lot of young artists that are coming up and they're incredible. So I think they deserve to have light shine on them. So I do that too. And I'm also highlighting health and wellness in politics, because I think people need to, step up their politics a little bit.
Okay. Well, everybody gonna keep their eye on you. What are you
Let's
doing?
go.
And yes, people, he'll be back. Big Ace the King, he will be back again to release, some other things. We're just introducing him, even though people know him, but a lot of people don't know of him. But now they've seen him up close, personal, and all that together. So now they're gonna be like, oh, that's who that person is. We didn't know him behind the scenes, and even people who worked with him on there go, oh, that's who he is. So, and and I guess he gave a lot of nuggets today about what he does, what he doesn't do, and what you should do, and work, and you can gain a lot of knowledge from him. So, Big Ace the King, you got, just reach out to him, go support the music, go like the YouTubes, put your comments on there, your likes, stuff like that, and they will reach back out to you. And somebody, well, if he's a team or somebody will reach out to you and get to you. So, book him, let him come to your city, let him come to your town. If you need help with choreography, if you want him in the movie, you want him in something, just reach out to him, and he'll tell you nay or yay, or it's okay.
That's right. Let's go. Lock in. Yeah.
All right. So I do want to thank the viewers and everybody tonight tuning in here with Big Ace the King and his journey, and his journey continues, and he's just continuing to grow his legacy, and he is a legend because he is a veteran, and he's honing his craft, and his craft is honed, so he knows already what he's doing. So if everybody doesn't like the legend, that's too bad. It's there. So I want to do thank you, Big Ace, the King, for coming here and letting us share your story. I really appreciate it. Letting us into your story.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
Okay. Well, I thank everybody. Good night and bye for now.
God bless.
All right, join us next time at Real Life Matters with your host DBoss as she bring you some more entertainment, fashion, music, and interviews right here on Real Life Matters. We got to go. Okay, that's it, we got to go. And we just hit you off with a TV show. And we kept it hot, and we kept it brand new. And we just hit you off with an interview. And we kept it real, and we put it on the platter. Talking about that real life matters. Certified, never taking a loss. And that was your host, DBoss.